session on e-marketing, which we did it when he was with IFPRI. So his association with our society is quite old and quite affectionate, and we would we we continue to have his association in all our activities in the future. So his association is a strength to the society. Right since our Radhakrishna's time, every time we wanted him to be associated with the society. And now, since he is the member of our advisory council, it is a permanent association. So this is what I just want to tell about Joshi Saab's association with our society. So this is the new launch of our society to start online lectures by eminent scholars so that our members will be benefited by these stalwarts and their lectures. So this is what we wanted to do it, and this is pending since long. That is almost for the 1 year. We have been trying to start, and now finally it is started. Now we'll have series of such lectures in the future by our members and also outside speakers who are well versed with the agricultural marketing and allied subjects. So now I just want to add one thing. I also requested Dr. Arora ji. He said okay, but the time we have to fix for his lecture. Now we will have his lecture also sometime. So this is all about the new venture of the society and then association of Professor Joshi with us. So now the ball is with Joshi sir, and he can start the talk. Yeah, please.
Before handing over to Joshi, I would like to say one thing. This book we published on the auspicious of Indian Sort Agriculture Marketing. So this is maybe the first publication in this series. Hope other members also publish through the societies this thing, so that we can increase the publication strength of the society. Also, we have brought out one working paper 2-3 months ago on Telangana agriculture marketing. So we seek members' involvement in strengthening research contribution to the society. So with this, we'll request Dr. Joshi to start his. I will share the presentation.
So good afternoon, Dr. Satyanarayana, Dr. Satyasai, Dr. Pratap, Vithal, Dr. Partha, Dr. Srivastava, and very, very distinguished members of the Indian Society of Agricultural Marketing. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Satyanarayana for asking me to deliver the lecture which the Indian Society of Agriculture Marketing started. So thank you very much, Dr. Satyanarayana ji, for this request. I really compliment you. I know you from the very beginning. You started the Indian Society of Agriculture Marketing. Your hard work, your sincerity, your commitment has led this society a very strong society, which has large number of membership, and you are organizing various kinds of activities to strengthen the agricultural marketing in the country. I also compliment Dr. Satyasai for this wonderful book. I just received a few minutes ago, I received by mail. I congratulate him for this wonderful book. I wish that I will read this whole book very, very soon. So,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Can you now, can you make it in the presentation mode? So thanks, friends. I will be today talking something. It is more, it's familiar things, but in a different mode. It is on. I I selected a topic which is on future of agriculture marketing in India. How agriculture marketing is expected to unfold in India, and it is from mandis to intelligent markets for a Viksit Bharat. Friends, all of us are aware that the Indian agriculture is transforming in a remarkable way. India has become one of the largest producers of milk, rice, fruits and vegetables and spices and many other commodities. But the question is that why are so many farmers still unhappy with the prices they receive? They are not getting the right prices. In this presentation, I would like to share something that India's next agriculture revolution will not happen on the farms. It will happen in the marketplaces. So marketing will play a very, very important role in years to come. You will agree with me that India has won the battle of food insecurity and also food production. But the next battle will be the battle for markets. So with this, I will take you today on a kind of journey from today's mandis to tomorrow's intelligent markets. Next, please. So next, please. So I will be sharing few points today's presentation. One is the marketing challenges. All of you are aware about the challenges. Then how agricultural markets have evolved and are expected to evolve. And then intelligent marketing, how we should move from mandis to intelligent marketing. And also a successful case of intelligent marketing in India. And then a policy roadmap. Next, please. Next. Next. So, friends.
Agriculture marketing strategy.
Next, please.
That's it. That's it.
Back. Yeah. Yes. So just, we all know that our farmers are very, very hardworking farmers, and they wake up early in the morning, harvest their produce, load in the tractor, and travels to the mandi and wait for the auction. When his turn will come for the auction. And after some time, he accepts whatever price is offered by something else who does not have any control on his produce. So he gets whatever they are being asked by these two persons. One is the auctioneer and then the who is bidding for his produce. He does not have any role to play in marketplace. But when the produce reaches to the consumer, he pays, whatever that the market and the consumers, the share of consumers, share of farmer in the consumer rupee is just 1/3. So it says more than 70% of the share is going to several actors who are between producer and the consumer. This shows that our markets are not perfect. Production we are very good, but in market we have not taken care of our market. How can we improve the marketing system? Why it is happening that farmers are not getting right prices? So at the farmer's point of view and the market's point of view, the challenges are well known. One is that the size of holding is very, very small and fragmented. And from that, they are getting tiny marketable surplus. They have poor bargaining power, and their transaction costs are very, very high. Markets are also fragmented and inefficient. As I just now told that farmers' share in consumer rupee is almost, they are getting only 33%, tomato, onion 36%, potato 37%. There are lots of studies which show that the farmer share in consumer rupee is very low. Exceptions are milk and rice and wheat. High post-harvest losses are there. We have huge losses, high post-harvest. The quality gaps are there. There are diseases and health-related issues are there. The rejections are there in exports. Then poor marketing infrastructure is there. And then the exports is also very, very low. The share of India at the export is only 2.2% of the global export. Our cost is also, logistic cost is very, very high. 14 to 18% is the of the GDP is the logistic cost in our country, compared to 8 to 10% in many of the OECD countries. So this also makes us, very inefficient in the marketing. Next, please. So this is the chain of, one chain, a supply chain from producer to the consumer. Can you show the next slide, please?
Next slide coming, sir.
Next one, please.
This one?
No, back one. Yes, this is the. So here is the supply chain, which is fragmented, inefficient, and unorganized market. And we were doing a study on chickpea. You can see that from farmers to consumer, there are so many actors in between, and there is a lot of distance between farmer and consumer, while they can be very close to each other. So these actors in between farmer and consumer, they are not adding any value at any place. They are adding cost and their profit. Therefore, farmers getting very, very low prices what consumer is paying. So these long chain we need to contract. That's the intelligent marketing how we can do in future. Next, please. Next slide, please. So future challenges in food systems also will be coming up. The demand for food will be growing drastically as the population is increasing, not only in India, but globally is it increasing. And, recently the Niti Aayog, under the chairmanship of Dr. Pratap Birthal, predicted the demand and supply of food commodities in India, and they estimated that demand for food grains will be more than 437 million tons by 2047, and fruits and vegetables by 700 million tons. So huge demand is going to come in future. The second is that dietary patterns are changing. We are eating less of cereals. Per capita consumption of cereals are declining, and of high value commodities are increasing. And the diets are becoming globalized. We have started eating more and more Western diets. Pizza, burger, pasta, all Western diets are coming in India and becoming very, very popular. Processed food is also becoming very popular. Then consumer, he is now more concerned about food safety related issues, nutrition related issues, and health related issues. There are huge chemicals, pesticides, and hormones are being applied. So their concern is also very, is important. Then new kinds of foods are emerging. New foods are emerging. If you go to US, you will find the Impossible Burger, which is beyond meat. It's a vegetarian burger, but it tastes like meat, or any kind of meat, either chicken or mutton or beef. It's a flavor, aroma, everything will be like non-vegetarian, but say vegetarian burger. And food is now not being produced in the field, but it is being cloned. Cloned animals are being cloned in the labs. So a new emerging food kind is also coming up. And then in food commodities or agricultural commodities, the demand is also for alternative uses, like growing demand for ethanol, additives, beauty products, medicines, and so on. So lots of demand coming for alternative uses. So just imagine that today's marketing system, will the today's marketing system handle tomorrow's consumers' requirement? This is the big question we have. Now we feel that agriculture market will drive for a Viksit Bharat. Friends, for decades, we believe that production drives agriculture. But we now think that the future will be driven by agricultural markets. And market will increasingly decide what farmers should produce, how much they should produce, when to harvest, and where to sell. and how to sell. These decisions will have to be taken up by the farmers. And agriculture has to transform to agribusiness. So if you only consider agriculture and derive policy on the basis of agriculture, it will not lead to the new areas what we are expecting. So agriculture to agribusiness. And second is that from production centric, now we should move towards the market centric agriculture. And then higher farmers' income will require not only the production they should sell, but it should create value. So value addition should be there, product differentiation should be there, branding should be there, and export should be there. And agriculture markets will become intelligent platforms, markets at the fingertips of at the farmers' fingertips. So that, I think, approach we need to consider. And how the market will drive Viksit Bharat, as it will create huge employment opportunities. Only in agro processing, will require 13.4 lakh additional skilled worker by 2030. So it's one area, but there are so many areas it will generate employment and contribute in GDP of the country. Then a new system of startups are emerging in the entire value chain. Startups are providing now, they are providing FPO services, quality testing, logistics, export facilitation, input marketing, app designing, and website development. And there are several examples, like Dehat is there, Niche Cart is there, Arya.ag, Agri Bazaar, Sumundi, and farm markets. There are so many, startups are coming up in the entire value chain, and these will significantly contribute in agriculture GDP and farmers' income. Next, please. So we did some exercise in the past. Next, please.
Sir, 1 minute.
Yeah,
Agriculture
we did some
transformation.
exercise in the past on agricultural transformation in Indian states, and it's a old study. I think we did during 2016-17. Use three parameters: land productivity, labor productivity, and high value agriculture. And we divided all the states into three categories: high transformation states, moderate, low, and very low. High, we found that Himachal Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh were in the higher category of transformation. Next is moderate, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Punjab, and Haryana. And very low is, we have Bihar, Jharkhand, MP, Rajasthan, which are or UP, which are traditionally known as Bimaru states. And Assam, and then Assam and Kerala. So our hypothesis was that the transformation is less in those states where the agribusiness environment is also low. So next, please. So we use all market-related indicators. I think 10 or 12 indicators we have used. And we found that the states where the transformation by and large is higher, in those states, the agribusiness environment is also strong. Next, please. So now coming to evolution of agricultural markets. Now, next, please. Indian agricultural marketing, has traveled a remarkable journey. We have mandis earlier, village hearts were there, and now you have is a different kinds of marketings is emerging, and now it is driven by the consumer demand. So consumer demand will drive production. It's from local markets to domestic markets to global markets, individual marketing to collective marketing. Perfect competition, when we started our graduation, post-graduation, we have seen agriculture is under perfect competition. And gradually it is moving towards monopolistic markets, oligopoly, where we add value and differentiate the product, and we brand it, package it. And we have also GI products. Now, oligopoly is an example of, poultry, and dairy. And there are many products which are coming up as a monopolistic products, which are, we differentiate the product, they brand it, package it. So a new kinds of marketing is emerging. Then we have regulated mandis gradually moving towards ENAM, one nation, one market, and then digital ecosystem, and then finally we'll go towards intelligent markets. Rise of organized retail chains are coming up, and share of food in retail is very high, 60 to 65%. But of organized retail in our country is very, very low. It's 4 to 5%. But this shows that there is huge scope of organized retail in the country as it is in advanced countries. Then we have fast growing Q-commerce, quick commerce, like these Blinkit or Zepto. They are also emerging very fast. And recently in Economic Times, a study was given that potato FPO in Uttar Pradesh, which is connected with Zepto, uh, uh, they are paying high prices to the FPO compared to the mandi prices. So mandi prices were used to be 2 to 2.5 rupee per kg, while Zepto was providing 15 rupees per kg. So next, please. So there is a paradigm shift is emerging from traditional to modern markets, is from commodity markets, not only marketing the commodity, but it is considered the whole value chain management. Then from physical mandis to digital ecosystem or digital markets, government-led markets to private sector-led markets, or public-private partnership type of markets, and then price discovery to value creation, and from domestic markets to global value chains, and then selling produce to building consumer trust. Now the new marketing pattern which is coming up, the private sector which is selling the product of food commodities, they are building trust of the consumer. So they are managing the whole value chain and trying to see that how consumers are being benefited or consumer trust in their products. Similar things are happening in input market, from dealers to digital. Dealers to digital. This is something new is happening. Now the fertilizer, we are anticipating that the fertilizer dealers, this will transform into digital farm solution providers. So it will not be the fertilizer dealers, but they will also provide digital farm solutions. Seed dealers, it will directly from lab to farm. Seed will get lab to farm, and physical shops to online delivery and advisory services will be there. Generic recommendation like 120 nitrogen, 80 phosphorus, and 60 potash, or 120 kilogram of seed. So this kind of generic recommendation, there will be AI based personalized recommendations for each plot. There will be personalized recommendation for seed, fertilizer, pesticide, irrigation, and chemicals. Extension workers advisory to subscription based precision advisory. Now, as we subscribe several services at our home, similar kind of subscription will be emerged for the advisory, which will provide precision advisory. And labor-driven input application will transform to robot and drone-enabled input applications. So this way, we feel that the output markets and input markets will transform. Next, please. Next is the so new kinds of technologies are emerging in agricultural markets. So one is artificial intelligence. It is AI powered market intelligence and AI powered enabled decision support. So this AI will replace uncertainty, predict prices for different crops or different markets, not only for real time but for future also. So AI will replace uncertainty. Internet of Things, IoT, there is smart supply chain monitoring and real-time visibility, live information end to end. So the QR code will provide it is a kind of voice of the product. what the product contains, and how this product has arrived to certain place. And blockchain will give the identity of the product from end-to-end traceability and product tracking. From farmer's plot till it reaches to the consumer, it will track the produce. It's end-to-end, in end-to-end kind of solution. So it will give the complete identity of the product from where it started, what it contains, how much chemical has been given, and how it traveled from one location to another location. If you track your consignment coming in Amazon, you can see that how the product is moving from one place to another place. If you are, I am sure that everyone is ordering through Amazon, and you track your the consignment, you can track it, and I think they are using this blockchain technology. Then remote sensing and GPS, RFID. RFID, the success of Chhattisgarh, the food security, food system was mainly because of the RFID. The leakages were reduced using the RFID in the bags which are transported from FCI to the ration shop. And there will be smart warehouses. They will not only store the produce, but they will also store the information. They will have the QR code, and then can get the real-time inventory management, and also provide information where to sell and when to sell. Then precision and automated input application. You all are aware about the precision agriculture. Next, please. Then emerging agricultural marketing trends. So tomorrow's markets will be different than the present ones. So one, as I mentioned, that e-commerce and quick commerce, the organized markets like Amazon, Reliance, Tata, Zepto, Blinkit, all these, will get popularity. These were initially in the big cities, metropolitan cities, but they are now reaching to second and third tier of the cities also. Then real-time prediction of prices and markets using artificial intelligence. And then traceability using the blockchain. So I have given one example of blockchain and traceability. Example I have given for basmati rice export. It will have a QR code. It will give farmer's name or FPO. It will give complete address, variety, complete management practices, like how much fertilizer has been given to this plot, how much pesticide, how much irrigation, the quality results, then export date or when it has gone to the market, shipping details, and arrival at the retail shop. So this will help you in monitoring the entire chain of the produce. Then the global value chains are also emerging. Global value chains, just an example of the Maha grapes, like in basmati export, and similarly the Maha grapes. It's a wonderful example. It is coming from farmer to pack house, then it goes to the pre-cooling, then residue testing, then APIDA certification, cold chain logistics, European supermarket, and then finally the consumer. So I think you should visit the Mahagrape and how they are managing not only grapes but the entire value chain, entire global value chain they are managing, from farmer to the consumer in the Europe. So that's the beauty of the success of the Mahagrapes. And then data governance. This is another important area. Data governance. Government of India is giving huge focus on this digitization. And AgriStack has already been started. The farmer registry has already started. They are also getting the crop registry. It's a geo-reference, land records are being prepared. And so far, I know they have mentioned that the 76 million farmers have already got the registry. It will help in better market linkages, and also can help in providing personalized advisory services. and it will also help in easily accessing the credit and other input or advisory services. So a new kind of market format is also emerging in India. One is the climate smart value chain. So far we were discussing about climate smart production, which can increase the productivity or also adapt to the climate change and reduce the greenhouse gas emission. But now we started thinking of climate smart value chains, climate smart storage, climate smart processing using the solar or other means of renewable energy, climate smart logistics, optimization of transportation routes are to be optimized, electric vehicles, electric trucks are coming up. So these are all climate smart logistics emerging. Carbon markets are also emerging. The farmers sell grains so far, and they will sell grains plus carbon credit. In future, farmer will sell food, feed, fuel, and the carbon. So this is a new market is emerging where we have to play a very important role. The payment receipt for produce plus ecosystem services. Dr. Pratap and his team has done wonderful work on ecosystem services. We also did something on for pulses. Pulses are contributing the nitrogen to the soil and in subsequent crop. So how to fix the prices of pulses using efficiency plus risk plus ecosystem services. So carbon markets, ecosystem services, they are also emerging to generate additional incomes for the farming community. Then digital finance, we all know that how popular it has become. Then precision logistics. Precision logistics is very, very important. Example I'm just giving from milk collection by Amul. And they collect milk, track through GPS from where it is collected from GPS to the processing center. And then processing scheduling is being done. And then retailing based on the demand forecast. Then markets are safe food, healthy food, nutritive food, organic food. They are also coming in the market. Next, please. So coming to next section is on intelligent marketing. So intelligent marketing, next, please. Now, the same technologies are being used, but I was describing, for example, AI demand forecast. AI-driven marketing. It is forecasting demand in the domestic and the global market, country-specific, market-specific. They can generate a demand on real time as well as for future. So just see one example I have given the prices in different markets for onion. So for example, in Nasik, Pune, Bombay, Bangalore, there are different prices for onion. Now, using the prices which AI predicting for different markets for onion, it can also generate if they are selling in Nasik, Pune, Mumbai, or Bangalore, what will be the marketing cost? When they should sell the produce? What may be the prices there on next day or following day or after 1 week? What are the warehouse facilities around these markets where they sell? So the result may be something like that. AI powered recommendation may be sell 30% today in Bombay, store 40% for 2 weeks, and if possible, send 30% to the Bangalore market. It is just to maximize the profit of the farmers. So if AI is to be used, we have to create new kinds of institutions, which I will come at later stage. Then it is, this is providing very accurate real time and future price predictions are there. And it is also giving us the quality based pricing. Right now, farmer is not getting quality based pricing. They are getting prices based on their quantity. So quality will become a very, very important concept in years to come. Then there will be smart contracts. Contract farming will also emerge in a big way. So there is smart contracts where we can have the full contract on a different formats where payment plan, processing, input aspects, delivery aspects will also be given. Then integrated logistics from harvesting to finally to storage or to finally to the retail chain. So that is also important. Then digital advisory, market advisory, harvest and post-harvest advisory, logistics advisory, financial and risk advisory. So these kinds of issues, these will generate additional several new startups or new companies will emerge to provide these kinds of solutions and to benefit the farmers or the farmer producer organizations. And this will create enormous employment opportunities and income of the young our young professionals in these particular areas. Next, please. So there are few factors which will affect the future marketing, and I just mentioned to you that the future competition will not be between countries like India and China. The competition will be intelligent supply chains. Whosoever will develop intelligent supply chain, they will be the winner. It will not be between countries. It will be between intelligent supply chains. And these will be driven by one, quality standards, how best quality we are producing, one at the production center, and then it is transporting, and then domestic market as well as the global market. And then second is traceability and residue-free products. This is also very important. Recently in the Economist magazine, they have given a good article on how Japan has banned Indian mangoes because of the residue. European market has banned spices from India. Australia has banned basmati rice because of the chemicals which we are using. So traceability and residue-free products, it is important driver for future competitiveness. Cold chain logistics, which we have limited number, thing also play a very important role and drive for production, the competition. Digital certification is also important. Then sustainability and carbon compliance. Now, many of the European markets, they are also asking for the carbon compliance. EU and developing countries, many developed countries are asking for carbon compliance. Then we should also have a reliable export supply chains. We do not have reliable export supply chain. Just take example of rice. Sometimes we export, sometimes we ban exports. Or onion, for example, export ban or we export. So reliable export supply chain is also necessary. Next, please. So when we say digital agriculture marketing, there are four conditions for successes. I'll say four I's. Four I's. One I is the digital infrastructure. So as we have highways, and the persons, individuals, and commodities transfer from one location to next location. Similarly, the information is to flow from one location to another location. It requires e-ways to I-ways, and the infrastructure includes broadband connectivity, 4G, 5G. This mobile data network is necessary. Then cloud infrastructure, huge cloud infrastructure is needed for digital infrastructure. In Google and Reliance, they are establishing in Visakhapatnam huge cloud infrastructure. It will, again, there will be lots of issues will be there, like power, how much power is needed, how reliable or climate smart power is being provided to these cloud infrastructure where the data will be stored for everything, including related with agriculture sector. Then second is digital identity is also important for digital marketing. Without digital identity, we cannot do digital marketing. Here the farmer's identity, crops, markets, they are also important to be mapped and going to the cloud. Then digital intelligence, how data or the information is converted to decisions. We can have huge price data, but if you are not unable to get the decision for where to sell, how to sell, when to sell, what should we do with this produce. So if we cannot take any decision from the information or the data which we have generated, it has no meaning. So digital intelligence is also important. And then finally, digital impact. Last I is impact. The better advisories and how whether farmers are getting better prices, higher incomes, and reducing the risk. So, four conditions for success of digital agriculture marketing. Four I's. One I is infrastructure. Second I is identity. Third is the intelligent and the impact. So next is the I am giving you a small successful case study. Uh, this is a success story of Shihadri Farms, which is based in Nasik. So far, whatever I was discussing, it looks that it is impossible in India. But the case which I have taken up, the Shihadri Farms in Nasik, is already happening in India. They are using all what I have shared so far with you. They are doing all these things. It's a farmer-owned enterprise. Is an farmer-producer organization, 100% farmer-producer organization. Its turnover, you will be surprised that the turnover is 2,000 crores rupees is the turnover of this farmer-producer organization. This is aggregating at scale. 30,000 registered farmers are there with the farmer-producer organization. They have 45,000 acres. You just calculate, it is around 1.5 acres farmer are connected with the farmer producer organization with spread over 252 villages. And they are exporting to 46 countries, advanced countries, developed countries, America, Europe, Australia, and many other countries they are exporting. So imagine that, if the one farmer producer organization can do it, why not many other farmer producer organization can do it? So what is their strategy? Their strategy is to end-to-end value chain, using all the techniques like artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, IoT, everything they are using, precision agriculture, both at the back end as well as in the marketing, and finally at the consumer, at the retail level. So it starts from the farmer to collection to grading of the produce, then pack house it is going, then going to cold chain processing, and then branding, and then export or retail in the global market, and then finally reaching to the consumer. So it's a technology-driven marketing. Technology-driven is from farm digitization. First is the farm level, the precision agriculture, the drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, precision irrigation, fortification. All these are being done at the farm level. They are giving best of the seed to the farmers. They are giving advisory to the farmer, every kinds of advisory, weather advisory, and how to go with agronomic practices. Those kind of advisories are being given. Then end-to-end traceability. Each plot is being mapped for traceability. How much chemicals are being used, how much the residue is being generated. Everything is being mapped. Then IoT based solutions are there. Drones are being used for fertilizer or for other things, chemicals application. Soil and residue testing is being done. Then real time supply chain softwares are being developed for the marketing of the commodities. Then the FPO, Shihadri FPO has a direct market linkages. They are not going to the wholesale mandis. They are directly going to the modern retail chains. They have a tie-up with the retail chain. So they are also processing, food processing is there. Institutional buyers, they are going like hospitals or army or other big where you have huge demand for these commodities. Then international supermarkets, and also they have tie-up with the importers. They are doing value addition. The frozen products they are selling, fruit jams they are selling, tomato ketchup they are selling, fruit beverages and other processed foods they are providing. Farmer services, I already told that they are giving agronomic support, quality seeds and input they are providing, soil and water testing they are giving. They are also helping farmers to credit, and also assured procurement is there. So if this kind of thing it can happen with one farmer producer organization, why cannot have the thousands of farmer producer organization learn lesson from this and replicate this model and benefit a huge number of farming community in India to take us to the next level of marketing. Policy roadmap, I have just 4 areas to cover. One is on minimum support prices, second on institution, third is investment and capacity building. I have also given few researchable issues. So one is the revisiting minimum support prices. I think we, by 2047, I hope that we will not have the minimum support prices. We need to find some alternatives of minimum support prices. I have listed a few. Objective of minimum support prices is to empower farmers or to reduce his risk when the produce is coming in the market. So one is the price insurance. I think we can work. I think agriculture marketing students and professionals should work on how different models can operate on price insurance. The second, government has tried on price deficiency mechanism. And third is the agriculture commodities derivative. This is another area where, you can hedge. Some right now we have this system is there. System is in place. Hedging is there. Price discovery mechanism is there. Risk management, and this will it will improve the market efficiency. But we have not created institutions. We have small and marginal farmers who alone cannot, hedge for their commodities. It will be only large farmers or traders. They can hedge for their own produce. So for small and marginal farmers, if we have to involve them in the agriculture commodity derivatives, I think we need to create some sorts of institutions which are in between farmers and the hedging companies. The third is the warehouse receipt and extension. This is very important, which could not be successful in India because of less warehouses and less storage facilities in India, and also not a good right connection between storage and the storage or warehouses and the banking. So warehouse receipts, when you get the arrival in the market, so arrival is within 1 month. Most of the produce comes in 15 to 20 days or 30 days. And what happens that time glut is there and the prices crash. And the demand is for throughout the year, but supply is within 15-30 days. So we have to create a mechanism that we store it and give the warehouse receipt. But this is not happening. This is not happening because we have not enough storage. We have not attracted private sector, and we have not created some sort of another institution. Again, the institution like warehouse receipt is there, and someone is operating for the farmers from warehouse company that they help farmers to get the warehouse, the receipts, banking, credit, and also they help in marketing. What time they should sell, how to release his produce. So that kind of institution is needed. Then trade policy for surplus commodities. We need to design our strategy. Now we are moving from domestic market to the global market. So a white paper on trade policy for surplus commodities need to be developed, where to sell our produce, how to sell, when to sell, because there are windows for different countries. There will be windows for the demand for our commodity. There will be a lot of competition from other parts of the world. So that strategy is to be designed. And then we need to also see that we develop the demand-driven product, we produce demand-driven products, high-value agriculture, so that farmers' ultimate objective is not price, but the income or the value for the farmer. And then promote farmer producer organization to increase the produce, and also have a strong bargaining power. And also cooperatives will play important role for value addition and marketing. Then contract farming. Contract farming was very successful in case of poultry. Cooperatives were successful in dairy sector. FPOs are coming up in a big way for fruits and vegetables. Next, please. The second one is creating new kinds of institutions. Now, there is a general recommendation earlier that we need to create the National Agriculture Development Council, just like we have Council for Finance, um, for fixing the taxes. The second is integrate all agriculture marketing related institutions. We have several marketing institutions from APIDA to to Food Corporation of India. Several kinds of marketings are there. So we need to integrate all the marketing at one place. Then we need to also see that reorient the role of the CACP. CACP is right now fixing the prices of different commodities. I think in today's marketing, a new kind of environment is emerging. I think CACP need to use those techniques, the blockchain technology, IoT, or these techniques. I think they should use, and they should instead, beyond, they should go beyond minimum support prices, and they should also forecast how the prices will behave in future. And then we need to federate farmer producer organization and cooperatives. The single farmer producer organization, small ones, may not be viable in the long run, but we need to have the federation of farmer producer organization and cooperatives. We also need a authority for public-private partnership in agriculture and agriculture marketing. Then expand the scope of warehouse receipt. As I was mentioning, that the warehouse receipt concept is a wonderful concept, but it is not becoming popular. So we need to improve this or expand the scope by creating new kinds of institution. Then, since the carbon market will emerge in future, so we should also think that National Carbon Market Exchange for Agriculture should be established. Then National Mission on Automation and Digitization of Agriculture. I think on this area, government is doing a lot of efforts. Next is the investment and capacity building. One is on physical infrastructure, investment on physical infrastructure, modern marketing infrastructure, warehouses and cold storage chains, and also for digital infrastructure is needed. And where in digital infrastructure, we have AI-based public infrastructure, cloud infrastructure, which I was referring, then digital markets, and then institutional infrastructure. We need to see that how export, processing, packaging clusters are being developed. Quality testing and certification laboratories are coming up so that the farmers are benefited or FPOs are benefited. Human capital and innovation is also very important. We need to invest on human capital and innovation. It is to strengthen farmer producer organization and cooperatives. We need incubation of agri startups. A lot of agriculture universities are doing incubation centers. I know we need to give more focus, more importance to incubation and agri startups for intelligent marketing. And then also human capital improvement on good agriculture practices. I was thinking some of the key researchable issues for our students of marketing or the young professionals of agriculture marketing. One is we need to do something on artificial intelligent prices and demand forecasting, commodity wise and market wise. This should be one area, priority area. The second is consumer analytics and behavioral economics, a new area which is emerging, that how consumer will behave for different products, their behavior towards packaging, branding, and other important components like organic farming, natural farming produce. So how they are responding, how their behavior is looking to select the commodities. Then on climate smart and low carbon value chains. Now we should do research on value chains related with carbon smart and low carbon. We are not giving attention on this area. Then carbon credit and ecosystem service market, where these markets are emerging, how to develop these markets, what should be the mechanism of sale purchase, these kinds of issues can be undertaken. Then global value chains and export competitiveness. This is our strength. I think most of us are doing. India has done a lot of trade agreement in recent past, and we need to see that how these will have implications on our farmers, our consumers, and our the existing marketing system. There are several sensitive commodities where we are not able to have agreement, we need to see that how we can improve the efficiency of these sectors like dairy sector, rice sector, wheat, sugarcane, oilseed, spices, poultry, marine products, fruits and vegetables. These are the sectors which are we are not able to have the tie-up or the agreement with the advanced countries. So we say we are protecting our agriculture. Since for how long we will protect our agriculture on the guise that our farmers are poor and marginal and small farmer. We need to see that how, where are the inefficiencies exist? Are the inefficiencies existing in production, logistics, or at what state the inefficiencies are happening so that we can correct those inefficiencies and become a globally competitive in these commodities also. Then supply chain optimization. Initially we used to do a lot of transportation model we used to do. So we should see that how we should revive this and do some supply chain optimization, and also see the how digital marketing will play important role in improving the efficiencies in agriculture sector. So friends, with this, I thank, but I think, last slide on conclusion. We have 5 points I am concluding. One, technology will shape the future of agricultural marketing. The second is data will become the new agriculture input. Data will play very, very important role. So it will be new agriculture input, just like fertilizer, water, pesticide. And then farmers now must move from commodity producers to value creators. They should not only produce commodity, they should create value to their product. And then future belongs to an integrated and intelligent agricultural ecosystem, not that individual ecosystem. Then Viksit Bharat requires globally competitive agriculture and agricultural marketing. So friends, I feel that future will not be decided how much we produce, it will be decided how intelligently we market. So with this, thank you very much. I feel that the last quote, next agriculture revolution will be a market revolution, for which I think Indian Society of Agricultural Marketing will has a very, very important role in shaping a future of agricultural marketing for the market revolution. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you.
So that was a wonderful presentation on the future of agriculture marketing. So you have touched all the, in fact, you have taken us through the time machine into the future, how it should look like. And your conclusion, last slide, thank you slide. Next revolution should be the market revolution. That's how agriculture revolution happens in future. I think that is a very appropriate. Already we are seeing some semblance of market revolution in agriculture, but it is touching consumer side, but it has to reach the producer side. Thank you very much, sir, for the wonderful lecture. Now I think we can have a few questions if you permit.
Sure, sir, sure.
Sir, good evening to all. Myself, Dr. P. Sir, you talked about the carbon market, sir. Whether India had implemented that carbon market, carbon credit trading, sir. If it is not implemented, when they will implement, sir, for agriculture commodities, sir, especially for commodities like rice, banana, turmeric, like that.
So we take 2-3 questions, or we answer one by one? Okay.
No need, sir. You can take and answer at a stretch.
Answer right now. Okay, so
No,
carbon market.
Answer in the end. You can answer in the end.
Okay. Dr. Arora sir, namaskar.
नमस्कार जी नमस्कार.
Good to see you after a long time.
आपको तो देखते रहते हैं.
Mute.
An excellent lecture. Excellent talk.
Satyanarayana, your views.
One small thought. Huh? Are
No,
you able
okay.
to hear me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Sir, the most of the technology and other development is only at the upper strata, that is corporate level, wholesale level, and processors level. But primary producer level, that is primary market level development is not happening. Where farmer is in touch with the market, where farmer is to get his returns, at that point, the marketing is always very weak and exploitation is same as when we got independence. There is no much change in the marketing scenario at the grassroots level. So unless the grassroots level marketing gears up, we cannot have a better marketing performance in the country. That part is always neglected, and we always look at the technology application at the higher strata, that is at the export level and then wholesale level.
Okay.
Most of the startups and other organizations are related with retaining the produce, but they are not properly linked up with the farmers directly. Very few examples like Chopal and all that are there where farmer producers are directly linked, but most of the startups are looking at the wholesale level and beyond. This is my contention. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll respond. Yeah. So I will respond two questions. One is the carbon market. I think carbon market is a emerging market. The developed world has already developed the mechanisms. The only issue in Indian context is the how to monitor the how much carbon is being fixed as a result of the new kind of technologies we are using. So that is the monitoring and is important one. We have not developed the mechanism. You need some institutional mechanism where we need the certification that this much carbon and reliable companies which can certify that this much carbon has been fixed. So some companies are already coming up in India also, but it is an emerging market which we need to tap for the farmers. And I think the agriculture marketing team, whosoever are doing research on these agriculture marketing related issues, they should work on they are working on commodities, but they should also work on these carbon markets, how to market, when to market, how to monitor, what will be the price mechanism. All these things is new issue which we need to dealt with. The second, Satyanarayana ji is asked there about the technology is in upper strata. That's what, that's the main objective of this presentation is that we need to move from existing system to an intelligent system. And therefore, I specifically chose, I was knowing that this will be the question for me. Therefore, before giving the policy roadmap, I gave one successful example. And successful example is not a one farmer, two farmer, three farmer, but a group of 30,000 farmers. There are 30,000 farmers which have 45,000 acre of total land. So means 1.5 acre land holding is there. They are connected with the farmer producer organization, the Shahadri farms. I have given the example where they are using all these kinds of technologies. And then they are exporting their turnover. I told that 22,000 crores of rupees is their turnover, and they are exporting to 42 countries. So if one farmer producer organization can do it, why not other farmer producer organizations? We need to learn the best practices from them. Mahagrape is another example. Mahagrape, Mahapomegranate. They are also, every plot is mapped which they are exporting from the point of view of the chemical residues. Every plot is monitored. And there was a case also on farmer where their consignment was rejected, and they asked on what basis it was rejected. So they have shown their data for each plot that how much residue is there from the plot. So they asked the APIDA has certified that, but consignment was still rejected. So they went to the court. and then they won the case. Then there are Avina farmer clubs. They have connected with 1 million farmers. So we need to replicate these successful models and see that what is missing. Something is missing, therefore they are not able to come up. Either infrastructure is missing or institutions are missing. I think that is needed, and the farmer producer organizations are very important, or the cooperatives revolution which is coming, which is very soon, it is expected in agriculture. I think these will play very important role from moving from the existing marketing system to a different kind of marketing system. So learning lessons or the best practices from the successful cases implement in our system. That's my objective of this presentation.
Seems Srivastava sir wants to ask a question.
Who? Srivastava.
Srivastava sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
unmute.
Yeah. Dr. Joshi, I think you are very right. Salary example we all give is very shining example, but most of the FPOs, they are not working properly, and they are also really exploiting the small farmers. Here in Gujarat, 80 FPOs were registered on one day, and how they were registered, when I investigated, they had collected the data from service center, and farmer did not even know that he's a member. So this is the way a lot of I've written also a book on it, FPO. But FPOs, the way most of the FPOs are not functioning properly. Somehow we have not been able to, for the objective which was supposed to be there, not functioning properly. They are only becoming property of few, 4, 5, 10 farmers, large farmers in that area. What do you think?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Again, very important question. When I was working with IFPRI, that time we did a study on farmer producer organizations, and we find that there are two types of farmer producer organizations. One is the demand-driven farmer producer organization. It is being created by the farmers when they realize that there is a demand to jointly market, jointly produce, and jointly process. So they demand-driven marketing. And the other is the supply-driven FPOs. Supply-driven FPOs, they are being, the NABARD is giving fund, Government of India is giving fund. So they are being, and then target is being given to them. So the example which you are giving is the target-driven, sponsored by the government, and they do not have. The farmers are unaware about the farmer producer organizations. There is no demand. So unless we have a demand-driven farmer producer organizations, these will not be successful. So government has to change the strategy. How it should not be target-driven, that we will make 10,000, 15,000 FPOs in this period, and where you are very right that farmers are not aware, and we have few people who are taking advantage. We should create, the demand-driven. Unless it will be demand-driven, it will not be successful.
Very right. Thank you.
Sir, I have a small.
Yes, sir.
Earlier, only recent effort to reform agriculture. There three proposals were there, then they had to take back. And the problem is agriculture state subject, and how different states we can coordinate in marketing reforms. Is there any way we can overcome this problem of implementation and acceptance across the states?
So yes, the three acts which government has to withdraw, very important acts were there. They would have transformed, I think, agriculture marketing, especially marketing, they would have changed. The first one was to create alternative markets. The farmers were given option whether they can sell in the mandis, and there will be alternative markets. He was given option, and it will create, the competition. It would have created a competition between markets to give better price to the farmer. Right now, there is no competition. Indirectly, it's a kind of monopoly. They go to the mandi, give their produce, wait for their auction, and someone else is deciding the price for the farmer. So if they have a competition between different markets, and wherever he is getting best prices, he can sell. As we go, wherever we get the cheaper, we go to buy that place. But farmer does not have that kind of. So the second one was on contract farming. Contract farming is also very important. Dr. Pratap and myself did several studies on contract farming, and we found that it is generating, the marketing efficiency is increasing, farmers' incomes are increasing, they are reducing risk. In poultry, contract farming was so successful, is reducing risk in the poultry, or the risk of the farmer. And third was the Essential Commodity Act. So these were, I think we, on the name of state subject, states are not doing anything other than the giving bonus on minimum support prices. I think there should be awareness among the farmers and also the state governments that if they have to do something for agriculture, they need to reform the agriculture market system.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, may I intervene?
Pratap has also raised hand.
No,
Dr.
it is not a question. It is just what Dr. Srivastava was saying. You are very right, sir. Only about 1/3 of the FPOs are performing better. Others are almost failure. They are owned by the politicians or their gurgas just to earn money from that.
Very right.
Now, that Dr. Joshi was mentioning recently when I was director there, we also conducted some studies. One, of course, the data we sourced from NABARD. And there we tried to look at what are the optimal conditions for the success of an FPOs. 4 or 5 things that come out very immediately. One is the size of the membership. You were saying about 5-10 members, that the members, until unless the size of membership or per FPO, it is about 1,000 or so, it is unlikely to succeed because scale is a matter. Another is access to credit. Now access to credit, and then of course the equity raised by then access. So they are also suboptimal. So they also need to be, revised. Another is comparison to that. We also looked at some what Dr. Joshi was saying, some organically grown FPOs without any government support. And their performance is much better than the FPOs that have been supported by the government. Now, of course, that FPO or the cooperatives, the future of Indian agriculture, I think it lies in the collectives. And I don't know where they will succeed, because when I was I took a course during my master's on cooperation. So one statement from the All India Debt and Investment Survey Committee report 1951. So the cooperation has failed, but it must succeed. And when we will succeed in that, that's whether it's a Ministry of Cooperation or something like that. That is really important. Another point, until unless we go for this kind of, cooperation, today we claim that exports, rice exports or this exports and all those kind of things. But, in the global market, the voluntary standards, they are becoming very tight. Sustainability standards. And until unless, and they will not be handled by individual, they will be handled by the collectives. So I think collective marketing, that is the need of the hours. And if you have to sustain the growth momentum of the future of agriculture. And one here, of course, important point is that agriculture currently is excessively, burdened with the workforce. So we have to shift that from just a small land holding size and such a huge labor force, until unless we simultaneously shift this labor force and create, employment opportunities in the rural areas themselves. You have done a lot of work on those kind of MSC, MSMEs and all that. But are they really concentrated in the rural areas? You will find these all around, say, Ahmedabad or Hyderabad or Delhi. But rarely you will find in the Bikaner or Badmer where the real opportunities lies. So these are some of my observations, I think, particularly on the future of agriculture. until unless there is some kind of collectivization, it is bleak.
Professor Banswal, I think there is another aspect to it. I now work with the industry because I run a consultancy firm now. We no longer with IIM. So that time we find a lot of our clients do not get labor, because we are giving them free food, we are giving them everything else, and for industrial units, it's very difficult sometimes to get the labor from Bihar and UP and elsewhere and so on. And here in Gujarat, it's very difficult to get the labor, and prices have also gone up. So that is also another aspect. When you're saying that there's a lot of labor in the agriculture, excess labor, which is there, which has to be shifted. But the problem is that unless they're somehow they're skilled and get a payment, they are going to be there only. And we are getting difficulty.
Dr. Joshi was talking about the contract farming. It's really beneficial for the farmers. Sure. But the private companies, we treat them as untouchables. And it is basically the politicians. I tell you, long
back. I think we were very unhappy when those 3 laws were withdrawn. I've written case studies on the.
Long back, I was invited by that Compound Livestock Feed Manufacturers Association to deliver a lecture on the dairy sector. And the fellow who was in charge, Reliance Dairy in UP, he was there. So just I said, what is the performance and all those kind of things. Then he said, Reliance will never enter into UP because all this corruption value chains and all those kind of things. There was a huge demand. You give us this much amount of money only, then we will allow you. And then we blame that contract farming is not profitable for farmers. It is exploitative.
You know how Reliance procures the agriculture commodities. They have few identified people, what is the price, and then this much is required. That is the way Reliance so-called smart produce markets run. There's no contact with the farmers.
But contract farming, I think we need to promote contract farming and also cooperatives. Now, cooperatives, seed sector is coming up. The cooperatives, and I think that we should promote cooperatives in agricultural marketing area. And also in the whole supply chain management, cooperatives for supply chain management. This should be our priority, and we should try that especially the marketing group. I will urge Dr. Satyanarayana that agriculture marketing society should play a very key role. That how agriculture market should unfold in years to come, by sensitizing our professionals to do a different kinds of research, which will strengthen agriculture marketing or reform agriculture marketing. I think we have a very important role to play for reforming agriculture marketing.
Right, sir. Okay. Right.
Wonderful discussion all along. Sir,
so thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Before closing, I would like Satyanarayana sir to make some announcement about the PhD award program, which we started as a new initiative this year.
Oh, good.
I think that.
Yeah, this is another new initiative that every year we'll be giving one award to the best PhD in agriculture and allied sectors. And it's a huge amount, 10,000 rupees cash award. And this was kindly sponsored by our friend Umakant Srivastav, former IIM professor. And he has been associated with our society right since inception of our organization. And he kindly donated 2 lakh rupees, out of which we will generate an interest amount to give the award for a best PhD in agriculture and allied sectors. Every year, one award, and this will be given during our annual conference time. And we have already invited nominations. Of course, there are very few so far. And we will get it scrutinized. And then this is another new chapter with our society. And this is the new, this is the online lectures is another chapter. And now you added some more points for the organization. Agriculture Marketing Society should do in future. So with all your support, definitely many things can be done, sir. We look forward for your kind support, your expertise, your goodwill, and then applaud so that we'll move forward for long more years. So Birtal Saab was proposing something that he would organize some societies to come together and do some collective activity in agriculture related area. That is
That's
what he
wonderful.
proposed, and we'll very
Thank you
soon
very
see.
much. Thank you,
how
Dr.
he will-
Satyanarayana. It's a very important initiative you have taken up. Thanks to Dr. Srivastava also for very generously donating to the society. I think we need personalities like Dr. Srivastava. You have Dr. Arora also with us, Dr. Satya Sai, Dr. Pratap, Dr. Partha Sarthi. All they have done a lot of work on marketing. So I think we need contribution from them, support from them, they can guide us in strengthening the society. Personally, from my side, I am always with you and the whole team. And thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Partha is
Special
not
thanks
visible.
to
Where
you
is
for
Partha?
inaugurating this online lecture series of our society.
Thank
So
you.
thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
Thank you.
Right, sir.
Thank
Thank
Arora
you
you.
all.
Saab,
Thank you all, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you, Varun. Thank you, Srivastava. We'll again meet on another occasion like this. Right. Thanks,
So
thanks,
so
everyone.
your talk was recorded and we will
Thank you. There was,
upload.
I was I am unable to share from my side. So there are some, I have to
There
wait
is-
for next slide.
No,
So I'm
there is a
sorry for
lag,
that.
sir.
So
After
I
I
think
There was no
can't
problem.
Zoom is good. I think from that point of view, Zoom is much better from the sharing point of view. So sorry that I could not share from my side.
But
Yes, sir,
still,
this
it
is,
went very well
Thank you.
with
Thank
the,
you. Thank you.
with the help of our Vice President, Satya Sai, sir. So it went
Yeah,
on
thank
very
you,
well.
Satyajai. Thank you very much for.
Okay.
So there is a
Right, sir.
lag in the network. So that's how I think after I
Yeah.
refresh also
Yeah.
it takes a few seconds.
Okay,
So-
good. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very much.
much.
Thank you all,
Varun,
sir.
how are you?
Thank you.
Sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. See you.
Okay. Bye, bye, bye. I am leaving now, eh?
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye,
Okay,
sir.
sir. We
Thank
also
you.
will close the meeting. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I am ending the meeting, sir, with all your permission.
Right. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Satsai ji.
Thank you, Bodak sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, very nice to listen
Nice
this.
beginning.